Okay, first off, there's no more Tesla logo on your calipers. Tesla Model 3, S, and X have the Tesla logo on the front calipers. No longer for the Model Y. So this is one thing. It's unfortunate that they took away. We really like that look. Secondly, the Model Y, at least for the current production vehicles, there's misalignment all over the place. And the fit and finish is one thing we dislike about the current Model Y that are in production. So even the rear tailgate, there's some misalignment. Also the size of the rear trunk is also misaligned. And then your charge port, your tail lights, is all over the place. Here's the charge port, and you would think this sit flush, right? On the Model 3 it does. But for the Model Y, it looks like every Model Y we have seen, it bulge out. And this could just be a fit and finish problem, but we think it's more to do with using Model 3 parts on a Model Y, which is slightly bigger. So there could have been some shift around certain body panels causing this to not sit flush. On the camera, you can't really see it, but it's bulging out in terms of tail lights as well versus the trunk lights is a good noticeable differences. You have to look at it from the top. With the camera, you can't really tell, but in person, it's pretty obvious it's misaligned. The right side, for some reason, has bigger panel gaps than the left side of the vehicle. And again, the fit and finish of the Y currently is something we dislike. You can see there the front door and the front fender are also misaligned. The door seems to be slightly higher, and this you can't really fix. It's welded into the hinge, so you're gonna have to live with that. And then some trim. This is common for Tesla. Trim are all over the place on the 3 and now on the Y. Unique thing about the front headlights is there's a big gap. You can fit 2 quarters stacked together right there between the bumper and the headlights. We thought it was just the right side and the left side, but the left side is actually pretty tight. Here's another angle from other trim on the right side. The rear right door is bulging out, not just the trim. And then interior, there's some weird alignment with the strip, and there's opening slots between the weather strip and the actual B pillars. Third thing we dislike about Model Y is the rear seats. The seatbelt on the left and right seats don't have a clip or a assist clip to leave it hanging in the front. So if you recline or incline your seats, the seatbelt is going to tend to get stuck in between the seats and that rear pillar there. So something to think about when sitting in the back. Make sure that your seatbelt is accessible. Then paint imperfections. This is all over the vehicle, actually. We saw at least, I can count a handful of paint imperfection underneath the clear coat. So it's not above the clear coat where you can fix it easily. You have to have this professionally corrected. And there's some imperfection with, I don't know if this is a ding or just how the door was framed it, but Tesla said it's not a ding and they can't fix it, and so you're gonna have to live with that. Again, more quality control issue. There's some paint chip on top of the clear coat, so those you can fix, but we took it to Tesla and they just put touch up on it. So outside of that, other improvement we hope Tesla will bring to the Model Y is adding an optional air suspension. We know this is a bigger brother of the 3, and we want to keep costs down, but at least have an option. because the ride is still slightly bumpy, especially with the 20-inch. I don't think the 21's going to help either with the performance version, but being able to lower the vehicle on highway speed will bring at least 10 to 15% efficiency while you're cruising at highway speed. And the Model Y do have less range than the Model 3, so I think adding that is definitely worth the cost. I think before Tesla used to charge for air suspension versus coil was 1 or 2,000 on the S, and that was way back. So that would be a nice option to have for the Model Y. And in addition, what Tesla took away from the Model Y is the home link. Actually, they took this all away from all the Tesla vehicle. You actually have the option for that, and they have to take off your bumper, install the home link, and that's for your garage gate, any remote control that you may have. And also, the rear mirror on the doors are no longer heated, and it's not anti-reflective when people high beam you. So don't be surprised if you get hit with those surprises. And otherwise, I think the overall vehicle is pretty solid, just like a Model 3. Just those minor issues that if you can get over it, definitely consider it. But I highly recommend waiting at least a year or two. The price is dropping, and they took away the base model, so we're expecting the price to drop a little bit more later this year or sometime next year as demand for it reduce, and they're gonna start revamping up the refresh for the X and the S. And there you have it. So in the next video, we'll talk about the things we do like about the Model Y, but so far it's been more dislike than like. Hopefully you find this video helpful. If you are in the market for a Tesla, check out the link in the description for unlimited supercharging for inventory vehicle, and custom built vehicle do still have supercharging credits if you order through the link. In addition, there's accessory discounts and promo codes in the description too. Catch you all next time.